Hey, how's it going? So last night we were riding around and I was at Steel Bloom and I noticed a big line of crates. All right, so you see these crates here on the screen? So this is the guild Cats, and Cats with Abs, Dusty Y is the guild leader. And yeah, so I was just following around and we had just finished a war with Apex Order. Okay, that went pretty fun. Big shout out to Apex for fighting that out. That was fun for my guild. I actually wasn't a part of that war, but my guild thanks you for fighting back and, being a good sport. So, anyways, so this war, I want to give a TLDR real quick. So, I saw Cats running a bunch of crates, right? So, we're like, oh, this is even numbers. They have like 8 or 9 people. So, we're like, all right, cool. Let's group up and get them. So, we decided to attack them with 10 people, and you can see that here in just a moment. Um, But yeah, so if you look on the mini map, you can count the dots. Anyway, so there's 12 people in the group. We actually attacked them with 10 of those 12. Um, but yeah, so it was fine. We war decked them, and then Dusty Y war decked us, which is fine as well. But then when they brought like 25 plus people against our 12 man, they started talking shit, like a lot of shit, like you guys suck, and like blah blah blah. You're attacking our econ guild. You guys suck. uh and they have like 25 players, and we have our 12 people. So I wanted to break this down. I didn't want to leave out any of the facts, and it's just, it baffles me that they only talk shit when they beat us with double our numbers, literally double, and we offered them to fight 18 versus 13 and they said no. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. And then so what ended up happening is when they overwhelmed us, right? We got some of the crates to mirror. We turned them in. We got them turned in. And then what ended up happening is they brought 25 plus people, overwhelmed us. So we're like, we're going to relocate and we're going to Carfin, because it'd be stupid for any 13 man group to try to fight double their size, right? So we're like, we have to even up the playing field. So we went upstairs in Carfin, and then they started crying about us, quote unquote, abusing the teleporter at Carfin. Okay. I know, right? So, anyways, double our numbers still, right? They could have easily came up there instead of crying for like an hour. They could have just came up there and probably overwhelmed us with the amount of people they had. But they just sat there crying about it. So, anyways, we decided to call in our friends of the community. Okay, our community friends. We called in them. Um, we've been friends since pretty much I started playing the game, and we're friends because we like to PvP. That's all we do is we PvP, and we try to find fair, fun fights, pretty much. So our backup arrived, Notepad and a couple other guys from EBC and Amnesty. They showed up to help us fight the overwhelming forces that Dusty Y had brought to fight our 13 man group. So we even out the playing field a little bit. I think we had like 20-ish people when we actually decided to push out of Carfin. I think EBC and them brought like 6 or 7 extra players. So yeah, we had like 20-ish players versus their like 25-ish, I think. Um, you'll see in the video, all the facts will be in the video. So anyways, we push out of Carfin, we push down through the teleporter, wipe them at the portal, come back up through Carfin, wipe Dusty out of the portal. We go back downstairs Carfin, we wait for them at the ravine, and then we wipe them twice in a row. No, like, minimum effort. Um, and then while we were trying to get mana and stuff, they came back and finally killed us. But then we regrouped again at Carfin Bridge. We engaged them 2 more times, killed them again twice, and then after that point, they had finally killed us because they were just graveyard rushing us, and we ended up graveyard rushing them back. We wiped them again, and then we rotated positions again. We actually kited them out and kept killing them as they funneled out, and we just kept kiting them off to the hill. We regrouped as a full group. and then we full wipe them to end the war. So yeah, that's the TLDR. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Some of it doesn't have sound because of the metal setting I used. I forgot to enable the sound recording on metal. So rip. And that's why I did the TLDR in the beginning. All right, hope you all enjoy the video.
There's free crates for me to pick up.
Thunder, here. Speedy Gonzalez, bro.
He's actually coming.
We lost like half the group.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah,
pretty
we're
much
split
go.
up quite a bit right now.
Half the group needs to pick it up.
Expedition Camp is the closest Ember Spring with Oakenbane, so that's probably where they're gonna be coming from now. So we gotta like stay close.
They're in front. They're to our right. They're to our right now.
Oh, see him.
They'll go in that choke point.
Yep. See ya.
I'll go in the choke. We got Strag on the right.
You're just gonna snipe me? Alright, here they come.
Diggity.
Notepads here.
Okay.
They're cats, bro.
Brother, what is this?
I don't understand.
Your guild is at war with 2 guilds.
Yeah, 2 guilds.
It is true, yeah.
Hey, be careful. We can't go south because of the Ember Spring. There'd be sentinels there. So we're going up through the river. Grandmother's house.
No escape.
I'm gonna moon
Follow,
boot some.
follow shield, follow shield.
Cats on the ground, cats on the ground.
What's that ram doing? Get out of here,
To our
ram.
right. To our right. To our right.
What's this guy's plan? You're frozen. You're dying.
Just keep backpedaling and using your longbow. And don't chase. Quit chasing. Quit chasing. Go north.
Yeah. Unless you've got if you've not got a pack on, then obviously you can do this a little bit.
This way. This way.
Yeah.
Oh, Dusty Y.
Dusty White here.
We need to get through this first.
Yeah, we're almost in there.
To get to move up, then we can focus on fighting. No
Should
pads
huddle
here,
up
welcome,
again.
sir.
There's another one behind us, Spaghetti.
You're not warding
Alright.
of us.
Everybody keep moving. Keep moving.
In front of us.
Okay, they're engaging us from the front. Engaging us from the front.
On the way.
Sorry.
That's to the right or in front of us?
Right in front of
On
us.
the
Right,
road.
directly
right
in front of us on the road.
Got a root down on them. Freezing their back.
Come on, Strag. Getting on him.
Just walk these guys down. Push to their back. They have nothing. Push them all the way back.
Oh, Dusty Y in the front.
Yep.
Cleric on the
Dead
side.
Dusty.
Yeah, these
On the left, he's low health. Dusty's tripped in the middle of this one bar. Look left, zop.
They're mad about numbers when they jumped our second guild with double the second guild numbers. Isn't it crazy how if they jump our second guild with twice the numbers and we bring double their numbers, instead of bringing more, they get mad?
They're going to the east. They're going across.
L plus farmed by streamer guild plus rich but no friends
Running into town.
plus watching my stream and farmed.
Okay, so just real quick, I wanted to point this out because Dusty and his guild were trying to use this as a huge excuse to why they lost the wars. Wars, plural. But you can see here, when we decided to leave the Carfin Tower because we weren't severely outnumbered anymore, it was kind of pretty much even almost. I would say even because, you know, we just have better players. But the score right now against Cats with Abs is 25. We have 25. They have 1. Cats has 0. Vice has 18. So we're not like they're claiming that we had like more than half of the points to win the war before we left the Carfin Tower. And that's just not true. And you can see that there's clear evidence. So, and it was live stream. This guy is delusional. Like, he just, I don't know.
L plus
I'm going
farmed
into town.
by streamer guild plus
I'm gonna do
rich
another loop.
but no friends
Running into town.
plus
I'm on flag.
watching my stream and farmed. Cause we got the numbers to support your econ properly. Y'all got too much gold and not enough to do with it.
Your flag, don't go in.
And we got a whole lot of people. They have high ground and we're not walking up. A lot of people are scared to walk up into this pass.
Then get fucking farmed in game, get farmed in my chat, get farmed outside.